Hello and welcome back.
The kettle's on. He's
kettle,
happy.
We've been down to the beach.
Yeah, you filmed that bit, didn't you?
Yeah, I filmed a little bit down there, so you get a little bit of that.
The drinks were extortionate. I think, did I already mention that?
£16 for a Bacardi and Coke and a pint of lager. £16, £10 for a Bacardi and Coke and £6 for a pint.
I want to know if anyone's down here. Are any of our subscribers like down this way?
There's got to be a few.
That's what I'm thinking.
Got to be a few.
You've got to shout out, guys.
Let me just take you outside and I want to explain something. For anyone that's new to van life, I want to explain something. Just let me just show you.
Go show them. Upbeat.
This is where we are. And van life is not always about the fantastic park ups. We are outside somebody's house in Dorset on a normal residential street, and I'll explain. Right, so the reason we are on a residential street in Dorset is because of all the no parking,
no overnight parking.
No overnight parking. It's forced us to have to come here. And I just point out one thing as well. Last night, I don't know if you watched yesterday's video.
I hope you did.
Yeah, we hope you did. If you're not, go watch it. There's something there to go see. Yesterday's video, there was a no overnight sign, no overnight parking sign. We ignored it. For once in our life, we ignored it. I don't normally do that.
Yeah,
and now it's got to the point where I'm starting to. For the simple reason being, it was public land. The land belongs to the people, and the trust are the people that have put up the signs saying that we can't park there. So it wasn't private land, we wasn't trespassing or anything else. The land belongs to the people and we have every right to be there. I'll leave it there. See you in a bit. More from us a bit later.
Right. Okay, so normally it's Mark who does the rants. Do we agree with that, Mark?
Can I just say?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it normally is me. I was really stressed this morning. Put the video out and didn't know whether I'd put the link in. And sorry for moaning and being a big fuss and everything all blew up because I thought, oh my God, I didn't put the link in for the petition. So I did do it last night, and we've got very poor, or I've got very poor internet, so yeah, it sort of freaked me out a bit. Sorry for moaning.
Okay.
Not moaning,
right.
But
thank you
being a pain.
Thank you for apologising on my video. Can I get back to my moan now?
Yeah.
My rant.
You do your moan.
Right. Okay. So you've seen where we've parked, and that's what I want to discuss. I want to discuss street parking and what the issues are. We've had quite a number of comments on some of our previous videos about, oh, you shouldn't be parked outside houses and things like that, and it's completely the wrong thing to do. But I want to know why. Why is it the completely wrong thing to do when all you're doing is parking a vehicle on a street, yes, it's a residential street, and you're sleeping in it? Why is that an issue? Because, let me show you.
There is some sympathy here, because if you turn the camera around, just turn the camera around altogether.
Yep.
There's the house. They can't see our van because of
they
the
might
high edge road.
Just be able to see it from that upstairs bedroom window. But here we go, right? So, I'll take you all the way out. There's cars parked here. So what I'm saying is, what's the difference between a car parking and a van parking? They're both vehicles. Okay, one might be lived in, the other one might, I mean, cars are lived in sometimes. People live in cars. Yeah. You just don't really realise it. But I've had a lot of stick from residential streets as well, which at the time I have had a residential parking permit for. My parents have given me a permit for that street, and I have had people complaining at me about parking my van in the street when I've been visiting houses, saying I shouldn't be parked there.
Visiting your parents?
Visiting my parents and, yeah, visiting the houses, which is what I've just said.
Yeah.
But they've complained at me saying that the van shouldn't be parked there. The van's too big. It's my only vehicle. I don't have a car. It's not like I'm parking a car and a van. It's not like I'm parking 2 cars. I'm parking my only vehicle there, yet people have an issue. Right, so I'm going to go with the fact that I've worked it out. I've worked out why there might be an issue. The issue is, I'm not going to use the word jealousy. What I am going to say is, because you don't have a van. You don't have a van, so you don't want anyone else parking a van there. You don't have a van to get out and explore, so the issue doesn't affect you. I'd say there is no issue. I'd say the issue if there is one, is with the people and with their mentality.
Their attitude. Yeah.
Their attitude and their mentality that because I don't want to do it, nobody else should be doing it. You're saying, oh, it's a blight. Those people at Morecambe saying, oh, it's a blight. Oh, they look a mess. They don't look a mess. You only think they look a mess because you don't have one. Whereas if you had a motorhome and you wanted to park it there to go visit the seaside or visit wherever, there would be no issue.
But can I just say...
Uh-oh. Going to completely poo-poo everything I've said, probably.
It's exactly on the same thing. It's not a blight because last night some of the neighbours returning home actually commented on my van, and one of the children turned around and said, remember what they said? Did you hear them?
What?
Oh look, this is the sort of camper van I want, Daddy. And he says, yeah, this is a nice one. And
oh, you changed it that they said mine's not a nice one.
No. But yeah, basically they were saying this is a great van. And I had this when I was living in London in my van. I had someone come and take pictures of my van. I was parked outside a residential house. They took pictures of my van, and I watched them at the window, sort of sneaking a little glance. And I was about to go out and say, what are you doing? Because I thought she was complaining, going to make a complaint to the council. And then she came back about half hour later with her husband and said, this is what I want. Can we go and look this weekend? And I totally got the wrong end of the stick. I thought it was going to be a moan about my van being parked there. This is what I want. This is the size I want. This has got everything. This fits perfectly. So this is the one I want. Can we go and look? And I just thought, like, I'm so glad I didn't go out and say, what the fuck are you doing?
You've just sworn on my video now.
It's okay. It's okay. We're all adults.
Okay, so that is my kind of rant that's not a rant. I want to know why. So if you want to write a comment down there in the description, not in the description, but in the comment section, telling me what your issue is. Why? What is the problem? I'm not leaving any mess whatsoever. If you saw, I've got all my rubbish in my sink. And I'll find a bin later on. Then they'll probably complain that I'm not paying the council tax for here.
They won't around here because they're used to the tourists around here. They want the tourists. They want the income, and that's the thing. They want it. These people are, some of them are retired, but it is a thriving seaside town.
Anyway, so that is my probably about 10-minute video all put together. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And
before you do all that, can I just say,
keep following us along.
Before you do all that, one of the big differences between full-time van lifers and the weekend warrior, you keep hearing the weekend warrior thing. I don't care whether you're a weekender or whether you're a full-timer or what you are. I mean, you could use your van once, twice a year for all I care. You still own a van and you're still out enjoying yourself. But one of the big differences is the weekend person wants to go out and have the spectacular view. They want to be parked next to the beach. They want to be on the sand, as close to the sand as possible. They want to be in the forest, or like they want to open their door and see nature.
I guess they want to be away from their house, won't they?
They will pay for it, and that's the problem between me being a full-timer and other people being full-timers and the weekend person. The weekend person, they're just out 2 days a week, and they go to work. They go to work the rest of the week, so they can afford to go and pay for the 2 nights that they spend out. I can't. I'm doing this every night of the week, so that's why I'm moaning and ranting. Got such an issue with losing as many park-ups, and I think that's why the full-timers have an issue with losing park-ups, because we need them as a means to stay off the streets and not to annoy people like this. If we do annoy people like that at all.
Alright, can you get off my video now?
Maybe I should go knock on the doors and say, do you mind us parking here? That's it. Yeah. I'm done.
Anyway, like,
Thanks for joining me on my video.
like, subscribe. If you hit the notification bell, you'll get notified of when he probably puts out another video. Thanks for joining us.